Okay, action still continues at the World Cup. It is day number 13. Yes, games that will go down later this evening. Meanwhile, it was an interesting one yesterday. We saw what Ghana did, and also looking at what CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo, what he also did last night. Yes, proving that he is one of the best when it comes to football. We also have news coming from a Paraguayan broadcaster that was suspended, probably expelled from the World Cup just because of his outburst live on television. So like I said, a lot to be looking at this beautiful Wednesday morning, the midweek edition of Rapid Sport Highlights on the Breakfast Show. I am Ijoma Victor. Now we begin with the national trial going on at the Yaba Tech. Yes, we're talking about preparations for the Commonwealth Games. Now let's tell you that Nigeria's National Sports Commission DG has reiterated that sprinter Favour Ofili remains a Nigerian athlete despite recent comments from her coach, Dennis Shava. Now, regarding her participation at the national, athletics trial going down in Lagos. Now, the clarification came in response to a post made on social media by Shava on media, where he raised concerns about Ofili's appearance at the national trials. Now that has really sparked speculations about the athletics, probably athletes' future allegiance. Now, reacting to the development, the NSC dismissed suggestions that Ofili was no longer affiliated with Nigeria, insisting that the talented sprinter remains a registered Nigerian athlete. Now, the commission emphasized that there has been no official communications indicating any change in Ofili's sporting nationality, and urged the public to disregard reports suggesting otherwise. Now, Ofili, one of Nigeria's leading track and field athletes, has represented the country at major international competitions and remains a key figure in Nigeria's athletics program. Now, the NSC further stated that it remains committed to supporting Nigerian athletes and ensuring that all matters concerning athletes participation and representation are handled in accordance with established regulations. So let's see how we panned out with Favour, Favour Ofili. She has really been on the spotlight, especially when she was linked to Turkey. Okay, away from that one, we also still remaining with the national trials. Let's tell you that Nigeria's sprinter star in the person of Favour Ofili delivered a sensational performance to claim the men's 100 meters title at the Commonwealth Games trial in Lagos, now clocking a personal best of 9.93 seconds. Now, the impressive runs saw Ofili become the fastest Nigerian man ever on home soil, further cementing his status as one of the country's leading sprinters. Now, the race also produced a historic moment as Nicholas Fakorede finished second in a personal best of 9.98 seconds, making it the first time since 2003 that two Nigerian athletes broke the 10 seconds barrier in the same race. Now, the last occurrence was in Abuja when Deji Aliu and Uchenna Emedulu achieved the feat. Now, Chidera Ezako also delivered an outstanding performance, finishing third with a personal best of 10.03 seconds, narrowly missing out of joining the sub-10 club. Now, the trailing final highlighted the growing depth of Nigerians sprinting and provide a major boost ahead of upcoming international competition. Now, with Ashe's record-breaking run standing out as one of the biggest moments of the trial, and we'll look at how far these athletes will go. Now, let's take that interview of Favour Ofili. Seems to be a happy man, really excited after that big win, breaking into a sub-10. It's never been achieved by any Nigerian since 2003.
I was playing the last match. I'm so happy, like I'm speechless. I'm happy. I want to give it to God, because I always give it to God, because I know I was praying every night. I was crying to God. I need to shine. I need my name to go in the limelight. I need my glory back and all of those. And also, I told the process. I was playing the last month. I was putting in the work in Yaba Tech too. Anybody who came to Yaba Tech can see I was putting in the work. So I'm happy. I've made the statement, but I got more to make though. This like 5/10 statement. This for them to just be like, okay, Favour speak, got it. When I make the next statement, they're going to shut up. So I have some meet in Europe now. I have to relax, tweet, and go to Europe. I have like 2 to 3 meets before the Commonwealth game. And the Commonwealth game is my main goal for this season. Just a medal. And I think I can get a medal in the Commonwealth games. I was the last man to run sub-10 in Nigeria, and I've done it again. So history are meant to be broken. So let's just keep breaking history. Now I just needed a win to give him motivation. So now I got this win. I think my confidence is high now. So now I'm fully confident. I want to be locked in discipline and move on. Now I've done this time. It's a big motivation. I think like we might be attempting the world record. We might be attempting the world record. But like yeah, I'm happy. Commonwealth game. It's short goal. This is short goal for us in Commonwealth game.
Yes, indeed, aiming for a short gold, not bronze, not silver, not even gold medal, just a medal. We're probably getting to the podium. From Favour Ofili to Favour Ofili, still with athletics. Let's tell you that 4 Nigerian athletes have been confirmed to compete at the prestigious Prefontaine Classic scheduled to take place on July 3rd to the 4th in the United States. Now, the quartet will represent Nigeria across different track and field events as they continue preparations for the major international competitions later in the season. World record holder Toby Amosun will compete in the women's 100 meters hurdles, while Nigeria's leading shot put star Chukwuebuka Enekweche is set to feature in the men's shot put event. Now, in the women's 400 meters, Ella Onojowiwo will be in action as she looks to continue her impressive performance on the international circuit. Also confirming for the meeting is Ajayi Kaishola, who will compete in the men's 100 meters event against a strong field of world-class sprinters. Now, the Prefontaine Classic, one of the most celebrated meets on global athletics calendar, is expected to attract many of the world's top athletes, providing Nigeria's contingent with another opportunity to showcase their talent on the international stage. Okay, let's see how it goes. Now head straight into the United States, where a football commentator has been stripped of his World Cup credentials by FIFA after an expletive-laden tirade against the organization and match officials during Paraguay's 1-0 victory over Turkey, in which Miguel Almiron was sent off. Now, Jorge Chipa Vera lost his composure on live television, while Paraguay Almiron became the first player to be sent off the tournament for violating the new rules set by FIFA. Now, it forbids players from covering their mouth during on-field confrontations. Now, Almiron was dismissed from remarks made to Turkey meets Mudo, with his hand covering his mouth in first half stoppage time. Now, the furious broadcaster called FIFA President Gianni Infantino and the referee thieves, accusing them of killing football after Paraguay were reduced to 10 men. But he later apologized and said on X late on Monday that his accreditation has been cancelled. Vera said the sanction meant he can no longer participate in his media outlet, the World Cup coverage, either inside the stadium or outside them, and it covers any type of participation or coverage related to the World Cup. Now, FIFA declined to comment, but a source familiar with the matter said the governing body considered Vera's language unacceptable and his action inconsistent with the standards of professionalism expected of accredited journalist personnel. Well, for that broadcaster, this is where we talk about controlling your emotions. Definitely is your country. We know you're supporting your country, but you just have to sit on the fence when it comes to matters like this. It's a new FIFA rule. You don't need to cover your mouth when you're, because you're trying to avoid the racial comment that actually has bedeviled football, especially. Well, let's tell you that freedom of speech, the source suggested that while FIFA has no problem with freedom of speech against the laws of the game, Vera repeatedly use of a highly offensive Spanish phrase directed at FIFA officials was viewed as particularly shocking. FIFA banning journalists from tournament is extremely rare under former President Sepp Blatter. Freelance investigative reporter in the person of Andrew Jenin was banned from all FIFA events following his allegations of corruption in soccer's global governing body, many of which were subsequently vindicated in the U.S. court. Vera, who works for ABC Cardinal and ABC TV, also apologized to sponsors and that support the platform coverage, and said he had sent a letter of apology to FIFA, taking full responsibility for his action. Okay, these are the things that George Chippa said. Now, he has been banned from covering the remainder of the World Cup after he lost his composure during Paraguay's match against Turkey on June 19th. Let's also tell you that FIFA called FIFA officials thieves and accused them of killing football after a controversial red card decision ousted Paraguay's Miguel Almiron. Now, questioning a rule or disregarding or probably disagreeing with the refereeing decision never justified losing control the way I did. And this are the words from Vera. When he has learnt his lesson, what a way. My particular concern is about those who actually sponsored him to the World Cup. Definitely is going to lose that sponsorship. Okay, away from that particular one. Now, the game between England and Ghana saw a kind of drama before the game itself, where Djed Spence snubbed Thomas Partey during the pre-match handshake ahead of England's World Cup clash with Ghana. Now, this is coming from a reporter there over in the United States. Now, the 33-year-old ex-Arsenal midfielder, who is currently facing criminal trials and several rape charges, walked past Spencer as the sports defender stayed ahead and kept his hands down. Now, it comes after Partey was refused entry into Canada and prevented him from playing Ghana's opening match against Panama last week. But he was allowed to enter the United States last night, Group L game against England. Now, footages captured Spencer, who is 25 years of age, skipping the Villarreal's midfielder, who appeared to follow standard protocol with every other England players in the lineup. Now, Partey has been charged with 7 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault relating to alleged incident in London between 2020 and 2022. Now, the Ghana international was charged last July with 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault before being charged with 2 additional new count of rape in February. Now, he denies all the charges and he's set to face a trial in the UK as late as next year. Now, in a post-match conference after the game, Thomas Tuchel was prevented from answering when he was asked about his verdict on the snub. Okay, let's look at that game. That's the game you've seen on the screen between Ghana and England. A frustrated game for the Three Lions of England, if you ask me my own opinion, because Ghana came prepared, played as a unit from attack to the midfield and also the defense. And this is what many will say, Jose Mourinho's packing of the boss. Made sure that no goal crossed the goal line, and it was really a frustrating one for Harry Kane. Even Bukayo Saka, you would see his face, and also looking at Madueke and Eberechi Eze. Even Declan Rice couldn't come back home for the party to enjoy the jollof rice. If you ask me, it was really a frustrating one for the Three Lions of England. But they share the spoils, 1 point each. England still on top of the group with 4 points, with a goal difference ahead of Ghana, who also have 4 points. And let's see what happens in the remainder of the group. Let's also tell you that Cristiano Ronaldo also broke a record yesterday, scoring in every World Cup he has ever attended. Now, a brace for him as Portugal went ahead to sweep past Uzbekistan by 5 goals to nil. We've said it here every time on the show, twice in the day, 7 days in the week, that anytime Messi does one thing, we see Ronaldo coming to do something different and even a little bit higher than what Messi will do. Now, is the World Cup centered around Messi and Ronaldo? Yet again, the debate will definitely go on social media. So let's see how it pans out for these teams as they continue the push for the round of 32. Now let's give us the result of games played yesterday. Now let's look at those results. We talked about Portugal beating Uzbekistan by 5 goals to nil, and England are playing a goalless draw against the Black Stars of Ghana. So it's all to play for when the third round of games will definitely go down. And the early hours of this morning, Croatia really struggled against Panama. Yes, that's Croatia struggling against Panama with just a goal. I think just like the way they'll say it in local palace, at all, 9 bad pass. Yes, a goal for them, but they got all 3 points in that game. Remember that they lost their opening game against the 3 Lions of England, 4 goals to 2. At least now they have 3 points. Their third also on the log. England 4 points, Ghana second 4 points, and Croatia 3 points. So it's all to play for in the next game. That will be a big battle between Ghana and Croatia. And meanwhile, the last game, Colombia stunned Congo by a single goal. We thought we were going to see what happened between DR Congo and Portugal, but that's not the case. So in that group, it is Paraguay, Colombia are actually through to the next round. Yes, Colombia are through to the next round. Now, because of the opening draw between Portugal and DR Congo, they have to wait till the next game. So, Colombia, 6 points. Then we also have the likes of Portugal and Ghana are following up suit. So the round of 3 matches will definitely go down the wire. It is match day live. Yes, let's look at the game that we go down later tonight. Match day live. Let's tell you that Bosnia and Herzegovina will take on Qatar. Then we see Switzerland up against host nation Canada. That's a game to watch. Then Morocco will take on Haiti, and a win for Morocco. We see them also pulling through to the next round. Then Scotland will take on Brazil. Round 3 of matches will definitely go down later this evening. Now join me live 5 p.m. as we tend to analyze these games, especially between Ghana and England, and also looking at Portugal, who actually took on Uzbekistan, and Cristiano Ronaldo also breaking those records. That's join me 5 p.m. later this evening. And this is where we put a stop on the show this morning. That's been an interesting one. If I continue, definitely I won't leave the studio for the girls to come in precisely at about 9 a.m. Do have yourself a beautiful day. I am Ijoma Victor.